So, have you ever actually wondered what's going on inside your cat's fluffy little head when you walk into a room? I mean, it's a question pretty much every pet parent asks themselves at some point. Well, welcome to today's Explainer, where we're going to unpack the actual documented science of how our feline friends really perceive us.
Okay, let's dive into this because the truth is way more complex than them just recognizing whoever happens to be filling the food bowl. Do they actually know you, or are you just a giant can opener? Well, science has revealed that our cats possess some absolute secret superpower senses. Today, we're decoding the magic behind those senses to find out exactly how they recognize you.
Here's our journey for today. 1. The feline hearing radar. 2. The world of sense. 3. Visual recognition and disguises. 4. Mastering routine and time. And 5. The deep emotional bond. Let's get started.
Section 1, the feline hearing radar.
You can think of a cat's ears as these high-tech radar dishes. They are constantly scanning their environment. And this brilliantly illustrates one of the funniest contradictions in feline science. Research actually shows cats can easily distinguish their owner's voice from a stranger's voice. When a stranger speaks, it's basically chaotic noise to them, and they'll usually just tune it right out. But when you, the owner, speak, oh, they hear you perfectly. They process it perfectly, and then, a lot of the time, they choose to completely ignore you. So honestly, when they don't respond, it's not a lack of recognition. They're just playing hard to get. But, it goes way beyond just your voice. Have you ever wondered why your cat is already sitting eagerly by the front door before you even pull out your keys? It's because their hearing is so finely tuned that they've literally memorized the exact unique rhythm of your specific footsteps walking down the hallway. To them, the sound of your walk is like a totally unique fingerprint. It's wild. Moving on to section 2, the world of sense. If hearing is their radar, their sense of smell is their absolute superpower. To your cat, you have a highly specific scent profile, and to them, it just smells like safety and home. So the crucial point is understanding what's actually happening when your cat rubs their cheeks aggressively against your leg or hand. They aren't just giving you a cute little massage, they're actively utilizing their scent glands to mark you. It's a territorial behavior. They're basically putting a flag in the ground and telling the rest of the world, hey, this human belongs to me, so hands off. Which, of course, leads to this incredibly comedic sequence of events. Say you go to a friend's house and you dare to pet another animal, your cat, they know immediately. The second you walk through your front door, they smell the betrayal. First comes the dramatic, wide-eyed shock. Then they immediately go to work, aggressively licking your hand or arm to erase that foreign scent and reapply their own. They are frantically trying to fix your terrible mistake. All right, section 3, visual recognition and disguises. So despite being incredible hunters, cats actually really struggle to recognize human faces visually. Let's be honest, to a cat, most of our faces look pretty much exactly the same. Instead, they rely on a totally different set of visual cues to identify you. They're looking at your overall shape, your specific height, and the unique way your body moves through space. Now, what's really interesting about this is how it explains those hilarious moments of sudden panic. If you walk inside wearing a giant silly winter hat or a massive bulky coat, you've fundamentally altered your shape and height. To your cat, you suddenly look like a terrifying, towering stranger. They might arch their back, puff up, or just completely freak out. That is at least until you speak or let them sniff you. The moment the disguise fails, they realize it's just you, and they instantly melt back into their happy selves. Section 4. Mastering routine and time. Cats aren't just sensory machines, though. They are absolute masters of routine and time recognition. Look at this daily timeline. A cat's internal clock is astoundingly precise. I mean, they know exactly what time it is when they leap onto your bed to enthusiastically stomp on you at 7 a.m., right? They meticulously associate you with specific daily rituals, like conveniently deciding that midday is the absolute perfect time to sleep directly on your laptop keyboard while you're trying to work. And of course, they know exactly when you return from work and when dinner is supposed to be served. They view you as the ultimate provider of warmth, comfort, and structure. Because they're so deeply tied to your routine, they profoundly notice when you break it. If you have to go away on a trip, your cat notices your absence. They can absolutely feel lonely without you there to provide that daily structure. So when you finally walk back through the door, that joyful greeting, those crazy zoomies around the living room, that's undeniable proof that they remembered you the entire time you were gone. And finally, section 5, the deep emotional bond. Up until now, we've talked about food, routines, smells, and survival mechanics, but the science goes so much deeper than that.
Let's just take a second to really understand the profound emotional connection cats share with us. Have you ever caught your cat staring at you across the room, only for them to give you a very slow, deliberate, calm blink? Well, in cat language, that slow blink is a universal sign of ultimate trust and love. It's essentially a kitty kiss. When they do this, they're choosing to close their eyes in your presence, making themselves vulnerable because they trust you completely.
They're also incredibly attuned to your emotional shifts. When you're feeling down or having a highly stressed day, your cat senses that change in your demeanor. Often, they'll come over, curl up on your lap, and just offer quiet comfort. And their purr, it's not just an adorable sound. It's actually a biological healing frequency that they share specifically to comfort and bond with the humans they love most. They don't just know who you are, they know that you are their favorite person in the entire world.
So, after exploring their incredible radar ears, their territorial scent marking, their reliance on your shape rather than your face, and their deep emotional healing powers, I want to leave you with this final thought. Think about your own feline friend at home. How does your cat show they recognize you? What is their unique superpower in action?